Clipping coupons in the stock market.
Bruh.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Yeah, gentlemen in the mix connect. Oh my god.
USA, this is for me, Brett, Aaron and the boys in general. To what?
Hey, Miss Fat Grub, thanks so much for the 1776. What happened? What happened, dude? Why are you Fat Grub now? Is that, I mean, I saw your name kind of change like in real time, but I know there was a lot of talking in the Discord. So, what happened? Thank y'all for the 1776, the Clemson fan. Very cool, dude. Out the gate. Yeah, so you may be wondering, why am I live now? Wasn't I supposed to go live in an hour from now? Well, you know, yesterday, after doing the morning stream, I didn't even have enough gas in me to stream for an hour yesterday. So I got up even earlier today to be like here for the open of the stock market. And it's the earliest live stream I've ever done. It's really the first live stream I've ever done at market open. So kind of struggling, but I do want to try to get an hour in at least on this side, right? Yeah, it's really the daylight savings time. It's like, what do I want to do, man? Do I want to be here an hour before the candle close? Because if so, it has to be like another hour, man. Anyway, I just got done like running and stuff for like the second time today, so I'm just like kind of out of it. But you know, what's Bitcoin done, man? It's right around $8,000. It held that 7,700 area and is just holding it. It's not really breaking above it.
$3.6. Not great, not terrible.
Buy high, sell low, jet ticket крючи кинкен.
Сука, блядь! Oh my god, man.
Yeah, look, thanks so much for the 3.6 heroic and not great, not terrible. The core is exposed. Thank you, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Bruh.
So, you get this, right? This area, we've regarded it before as support, and again as resistance. Support. Dude, I'm struggling. I'm like hacking up phlegm or something. I don't know. It's rough. So, you know, I think, look, you had the impulse down. You now have lost all your negative momentum. And what do we look for? You know, some sort of scrub rally, some sort. And then we would eventually, after gaining a little positive momo, we would then sell off once more and maybe get down to 7,400, 7,500. And then by then we would show divergence, real nice divergence, right? We just don't have it yet. You get it, right? It's like this. And then we'd be looking for something like that on both oscillators, by the way. Okay, you get it? So I get it, man. It's like you're just in this downtrend. You're around the 618. But we understand that the 7,400 area is also viable. But the thing is, if you're talking about solely talking about the weekly potential inverse head and shoulders, the entry is, it's a range. It's between 7,400 and 7,700, right? Because, you know, it could hit 7,700 and never go lower. So you miss out. But like the lowest risk entry for the potential inverse head and shoulders is going to be 7,400 based on the fact that we don't have any real nice looking bullish divergence on the daily yet. And we haven't hit 7,400 yet, right? And that's like where that crazy wick was. Even though we, look, man, it's 7,700 is the spot you're at it. There just isn't divergence. Like our edge just isn't as great right now, even though, man, this is just the size of Mars, dude. This pattern. So falling below 7,400, probably screwed. But if not, we could be kings in time. Whew. Easy with the scrub term? Okay, man. Yeah, I'm okay, man. I just ran and, you know, I've been up all day and yeah, whatever, dude. It's like I'm a different animal right now. Gaps were filled. Oh, yeah. Talk about Bitcoin futures. Thought that already happened, though. Maybe not. Close enough, right? I mean, close enough to a gap fill, maybe. But now we got a gap at 91.75. You just got to think about it, right? I mean, if you filled like all the gaps to the downside at this point, you know, and there are only gaps to the upside, 91.75, 10,235, 11,940, wouldn't it make sense if you were a gap boy that the inverse head and shoulders would be the story that was told to get you to all those gap fills up here? Am I crazy? I mean, a pattern had been in development since September, and it's now March. So, yeah, I guess, but many above you. And it's not like you consolidated for 7 months, had a nice run up, a breakout, and now you're selling off, and you will probably in time make a higher or low. And as you can see, I mean, it's not that great because you didn't get that island, and it's because the weekend price action, you know, getting cut out here. You can see like you are diverging, but it's not bullish divergence and you're not oversold yet. That's another thing that I don't like about Bitcoin right now. It's like, man, you want to be like as close to oversold as possible, if not already oversold, when you get to areas of entry for some sort of potential trade setup, right? And then we're going to go to the stock market, of course, and futures are open now, and they opened out the gate down. So selling, you know, VIX is climbing, Dow Jones, S&P down. I think oil is just sideways, not moving really. Oil, what a knee-jerk reaction to the upside after just record dumps yesterday. It's like the best, them and financials, which were the two worst performers yesterday, are now the best performers today of the rally we got at the end of the day. What a crazy run, though. Yeah, it's just going to be, who knows where it's going to open tomorrow. The question is the bottom in based on Fibonacci and horizontal line sports confluence, which intraday, we went down to test it one more time before running. Yeah, coronavirus, that's it. I've got coronavirus, man. You're all gonna get infected. So, let me look at Gemini real quick. And there were a couple exchanges that had the same stupid flash crash. Alright, just bear with me for a sec. And just empathize. What if we had strength and we closed by Sunday green? Have a bullish engulfing candle? How insane would that be on Bitcoin? A bullish engulfing a bullish hammer. What am I saying? Bullish hammer by close on Sunday, after the wick touched pretty much the lowest echelon of where the best low risk high reward entry would be for this potential inverse head and shoulders pattern, right? Bullish hammer. Oh my god. So gonna be monitoring this closely. Dude, how's the audio? Dude, it's gotta be loud, right? A little loud. Someone give me some feedback, everyone. I don't know anymore, man. Alright, let's get done edging and, you know, increasing. Look, anticipation heightens the pleasure, right? So I was just waiting, taking my time on looking at the S&P 500. Oh yeah, I looked at this. It was kind of hilarious. Look at the weekly right now. Of course, this is, you know, we just finished Tuesday. We got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But like, what if the week closed like this? Look at, I mean, so far it's just a huge hammer, bullish hammer right now. After what? After touching that support area, after from your low to high, touching the golden retrace like the Jesus man, the confluence zone. You know, if you were watching the stream, either one of them yesterday or this morning, you knew what that 2750 area was. Wasn't a joke. Okay, just funny looking candle right now. So, okay, man. Call me crazy all you want, but this was the idea yesterday anyway. We just drew it today on stream long before this rally started. But it was like you went down to touch the bottom, this 1414, 618, and horizontal line support confluence. At the same time, you had what it seemed to be higher levels of relative strength than the previous low on lower lows. So bullish divergence on the daily RSI. But the 4 hour was even better. Oh yeah. 4 hour, man. What's going on here? Oh yeah, that's the fib extension, duh. That's visible. Should only be visible. Let's only visible on the daily. So keep that confluence, but
Catching corona is just like catching crabs. Nobody wants it, but it's part of getting older. Who doesn't have fond memories of fighting crabs in a bucket? Spin.
Bruh.
Chuggy check face, is it wheel spin time? Are you kidding me, man? I don't know, man. Wheel spinning after I just got done running. I ran twice today. Was up early. And now here I am at the sunset of my eve. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'd have to get a consensus from the community or something. Alright, because I don't know. Alright. Thank you for the 10, Chuggy Check Face. So, Divergence Connect, Chuggy Face, on 4 hour RSI and MACD. So that's 1, 2. Then you had the daily RSI is 3. Then you had the 618, the 1414, and the horizontal line support. 6 coinciding variables at that area. So yeah, we gap down tomorrow, whatever. But if we're talking about XABCD stuff, right, this should be C. There, you can't go lower than this if it's to be any kind of formal harmonic. It can't. So it tested it twice, once yesterday and once today. And look at the resounding bounce after the second test. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just bullcrap and we're all screwed, but sure as heck seems okay to me, and that's why I posted an unofficial trade setup on the Qs. Just why not 196.35 or something entry? Many of them look very similar to this. I mean, like, I already owe like 3 chugs, but I guess I'm screwed anyway. Maybe what we could do is like, we could spin the wheel and I could just collect debt or something, you know? I don't know. And if it lands on chug, I'll chug. How about that? Is that cool? Chuggy chug face. We're trying to come to a fair compromise on this. But, you know, S&P 500 closed at its highest high of the day. I mean, session highs. Bullish engulfing candle on the 4-hour. Very nice finish. But markets are going to remain volatile. The ups and downs. I mean, we had an 1,100 point swing on the Dow Jones today. Just absolutely insane. Not really, though, since we know crypto so well. It's just more like, stocks have kind of become crypto now. Great. Oh, yeah. Rush paths, blow up top coming the other way. So the supply line of this potential dragon or cipher is going to be around 29.69. I mean, that would be the newly manufactured resistance. So you would think maybe, even if it fails, it could come up to test 29.54, which is a previous resistance point. I don't know. There's a couple. Look where you closed today on the Dow Jones. Really, really interesting. This was the first all-time high of the market expansion. The major one, right after Trump got elected. You closed today above that. That's wonderful. But you got a lot more peaks to break ahead of you. But you got to think about what's the next real major resistance above this one. 28.72 on the SPX. I mean, like, look. It's kind of like 29.17, and then after that, it's like 29.40. I mean, look, the price action historically, the way it responds. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Look, you get up. That's what I'm talking about. Every time. That's a pretty good argument. Up, down, up, down, up. You broke that resistance. You went higher. You break down, you break this, you go straight down, right? As soon as you break this trend line, you run straight up to this area right here before reversing. This 3 times it did it before it eventually broke it. Look what happened when you broke it again. You straight down, straight up. So, geez, man, you'd think truly, based on the history of price action, the way it correlates with 28.72, that you could see 29.50. Only if history is to repeat itself the way it has every single effing time. They talking about that on CNBC? Nah, they're just talking about we're screwed again, whatever. They're not talking about XABCD. They're not talking about confluence at the 618, the 1414, and the critical support with 4-hour bullish divergence on the MACD and RSI, and then the daily RSI bullish divergence. Nah. So, whatever, man. This is TA. It's in CNBC fear-mongering. Great. So, shout out to Whippy Man. I don't know if he's watching right now, but he brought this up yesterday. The S&P 500 only had 9 down days. This is the 10th one now. 9 down days, 5% down days on Monday. Here they are, right? 1955, 62, 87, 97, 98, 08, 11, 20. 2020. And so today, when we were looking at the morning stream, we were testing the Black Monday lows, that 61.8, 1414 horizontal line support. When we were testing that again, we were looking, I was like, how in the world can we do it, man? History's still on our side. We got to get a big rally. And my Little did we know what we were talking about at the time, because the rally was nuts, closed up 4.94%. So add it to history. History repeated itself. 4.94 right there. But then look, next week, percentage. Only a couple times you didn't get up a lot.
Good to see you are still doing great at Logan King and at Lord Ray. USA, USA, USA.
Dude, it's our military Jesus man. Are you still over there? Are they bringing our peoples home? Thank you, Ja. Good to see you again, man. It's been a while. It's been since like the summertime. We're still kicking it, man. Every day, the market's doing things. Wow. It's Ja. Hype in the chat. Well, we have a new thing now.
Hype in the chat!
Good to see you, man. SPX was oversold. Yes, it was. Twice. And on the second time, it had higher lows on that oversoldness. So, what will it be the next week, where every time except the global financial crisis in 1955, you closed up even more? Big moves. So, based on history and based on the variables, the support we've held, and the resistance we broke at close, there is a chance of a nice rally from here. Look, man, there are no certainties. Certainly this could just gap down, fail, we suck again, it's all over, we're screwed, man, we're going to zero. Of course, that's always a probability, man. But the argument, we're using technical analysis to create an argument, right? We're presenting our case to you. Versus, I think it's just gonna go down tomorrow, cuz, man. That's like most people's analysis. So no, we're using actual charts here, and let's see how it goes. We'll be here. I don't know. I'm gonna try to be here at open tomorrow, I guess. What am I doing? I kind of like... Oh, I have to do the wheel spin, don't I? Okay. Remember, it's like a debt day. And if the chug lands, I'll chug it. But, you know, I will not tack on chug debt. Okay, that's the rule. That can't happen. Excuse me. Oh, how embarrassing. Okay. Oh, I have to adjust my tracking. Give me a sec. Okay, adjusted the tracking. Monkey ass. Okay, just a social. We're good. All right, social. No chug. Get wrecked, chuggy chug face. Get destroyed. It was too easy. It was my pleasure. Futures down already. It's whatever. Look, I got them up on the screen. Here you go. You got S&P 500 E-mini futures, the top left. Dow Jones, top right. Oil, bottom left. And then your VIX, volatility index, bottom right. So yeah, it opened down, but look at the rally into its close. And yeah, you gap down. Oh, there's a gap gonna have to fill on the Dow. Literally, dude, there's like a freaking gap. You can barely even see it, but it's there, okay? So yeah, big deal. Yep, sells off, rally, sells off again, who cares? It is what it's, or something. Yeah, but keep my eye on those futures for ya. No big deal, man. One XRP on the bottom of the screen. Dude, I don't know. I have no idea, but if you're telling me there's no XRP on this scrolling ticker, this is the best scrolling ticker I've ever had, and I'll never replace it then. Good. Good. Chris Thompson, so he's asking, like, would it fill the gap on the top? It could. Not maybe now because of how deep the retrace was, because if it was a higher low, yes, 886. But now, what it is... All right, what the S&P 500 is doing, if it holds, right? If we get follow the price action on this huge, it's kind of like a tweezer bottom wickage here. If that held and you were to get follow the price action and you could see, you might run up and hit this supply line and fail and dump again. So what it really is, what a bullish dragon pattern is, it's a premature bat or cipher or Gartley, really. So it was a lower low dragon, not a higher low dragon. You can get those, but all you do is look. What is this? What does this pattern turn into, chat? Tell me what it is. Spam it. Well, spam it once, but the whole chat collectively should spam it by all answering the same at one time. Whatever, dude. So much hate for XRP. Ugh. No, so much not give a crap about XRP. That's how little I care, right? And so since people bring it up, it's just fun to trigger people because people get triggered that I don't care about it more as much as you. I don't know. We're in this weird limbo land of am I early or not because of daylight savings time and how universal time doesn't change. But for some reason, like Bitcoin, when it closes, changes or something. It's so confusing. And it's like yesterday, I was just streaming when there's 1 hour to go before the daily close on Bitcoin. This is the regularly scheduled time. Yeah, cipher. Bearish cipher, not bullish cipher, Anderson. So it physically can't be a Gartley because it is a 50% retrace. And it's a lower low. No way. If it was to be a bearish Gartley, it'd have to be a higher low with a 61% retrace on B. There's a lot of criteria that must be met. You must memorize. You must memorize all the harmonics if you are to be the master of harmonics, man. I know, I think it's hilarious though. Isn't it funny? Isn't it a sign? Okay, so you get it, man. Dragon for now, but could turn into a cipher if you're lucky. Let's be kings, man. Dow Jones, same story, man. 1414 and no lower, but you did one time, 2 times. Rejected. You rejected the 1414 twice. That's serious business, man. And not only that, from the low point to high point, you almost hit a 78% retrace. That's a deep retrace. That's a value area. If we're talking about like a stock market major index, 78% retraces are, yeah, value areas, definitely. So same thing, dragon type stuff or cipher or whatever way you want to look at it. This thing, the PCZ for a bearish cipher would put you up at 28,500. Wouldn't quite fill the gap. Who knows by the time we get up there. Yeah, you say XRP will be a top gainer maybe behind Ethereum, but again, yeah, you're just speculating. You're saying the same thing that XRP people have been saying for the past 2 years. And guess what? Every single one of them has been wrong, like bad. So it's, the XRP Moon Boys are like selling their XRP, right? It's like they're confirming that they're getting out of half their position and stuff because they don't believe in it. If they truly believed in it, like they do, like religion, like most people that like XRP do, they'd never sell half their position of XRP, right? Futures still up? Yeah, futures just hanging out, man, not doing much, just hanging out. I mean, the open was 30 minutes ago. Just trying to stay awake, man. Trying to keep it together. Futures are down. Yeah, just a little bit. Look, this was the close, right? The futures closed right at 24,946, and then this was the first open right here, 24,836. So now it's like, yeah, it's sold off, but it's starting to pivot a little bit. So yeah, just down 0.47%, $118 on the Dow Jones, and down 0.5% on the S&P. So meh, it's whatever, dude. This could rally. Dude, President Trump's proposing a payroll tax exemption, like, for everyone. That's huge. And that'll have to be paid back, and it'll be like $1 trillion. You were also just speculating by saying something speculation. That's not how it works, dude. Someone just said I'm speculating because I'm saying that XRP's performance for the past 2 years has been absolutely miserable, and there are many people that have come in here that have said the same thing for the past 2 years that Zach's saying, and it's just like falling on deaf ears. We're just watching and memeing. We're just memeing now. It's a joke. Oh, look, someone seriously is obsessed with XRP still. Wow. Can't believe that's still a thing. Fear is at its highest. Oh, fear is at its highest when all the other S coins, I mean, you notice they actually move in price. Okay, man. Well, you know, you should start an XRP channel. Good, I'm glad you hold other positions, because XRP is not going to make you rich, dudes. What's up, Tacit? Nufesh. He wants to permanently put into place recent tax breaks to Xerex. Oh, yeah? Well, either way, they're trying to formulate some sort of stimulus to keep the market cycle going. But who knows how it's going to go? I mean, we know the market's going to be majorly affected by coronavirus, the oil war, and the yields. Now, 10-year yield did bounce some. I think it's over, it's like 0.66%. It hit its lowest point during Black Monday yesterday, I think around 0.5%. So it's rebounded some. Technical analysis, not political analysis. Well, you know, politics can certainly affect the charts. They can play into things. So I'm giving my technical analysis. I already gave it. I gave it again here. It's another dragon. It's the Qs. 196 century. 196 like 35, 40. I can't exactly. Posted it today. There were multiple opportunities to get in after I posted it in the unofficial setup. So we'll see how it goes, man. So maybe you get another. Don't worry about that. I don't know why it does that, man. At 196.24, that was it. So it's real easy, man. It's just like, oh, the Qs. Here was my argument, man. It was like the divergence everywhere, daily, 4 hour, just like S&P 500. What I really liked about this was how we bounced off of. It was like the first time. We had done it like a couple times. We ended up doing it like 3 times in the day. We bounced off this critical support area. Okay, we used it as support instead of falling below it and all that, right? Like you fell below it yesterday, and that's kind of a bullish candle in a way. It's like a inverted hammer slash gravestone doji stuff. It's just kind of bullish. But that wasn't yesterday where I thought this was a long opportunity. I thought today with the price action intraday we saw, it was like maybe we get down there one more time. We did, and then the rally came. It was just like, oh my God. So really nothing yet. Okay, since I did it today, it's maybe not playing yet. I don't know. I hit the play button, it didn't move. But you see it. It was 197. It came down to 195.50 or something, like twice after posting this. And then now it's at 204. You know, it's down about 1% after hours. And we'll see how the futures, where it'll take us. But you got to be patient, and it could always fail. You got to break the supply line eventually, which we haven't even touched yet. So we'll see, dude. XABC, C to D time with the seller exhaustion on the RSI. The fact that we haven't seen any positive momentum since February 20th leads you to believe that eventually we could start losing more negative memo on higher prices. And the fact that the fear is just so great. I mean, my God. It's crazy. After you're hitting like critical historical supports and Fibonacci levels, confluence area. I mean, it's just so many. 6 to 7 variables, dude. Not 2. Not 1. Sorry, just finished my coffee, man. Oh, hey, Tatum Kings, man. Oh my God, dude. This is what happens when people are obsessed with an asset. They try to monopolize the conversation to it. So I won't be talking about that anymore because it's just ridiculous. But I get it. I think all the other the people that are like actually content creators specifically for that asset have like quit, so they don't really have anywhere else to talk about it. So look at the quad screen for just the indices today, how they all finished. So Dow Jones top left, S&P top right. We've looked at those already. But, you know, look at the IWM today. Gorgeous, right? How yesterday, even on Black Monday, you never technically tested 129 to 155.83. Which is right here. That peak from June of 2015. We did it. We touched it like the Jesus today. We fell below it briefly, or a few times. Like, there were like a few times today where these assets were, you know, testing really critical supports before they inevitably bounced. And would you close like, this is the daily. I mean, this is kind of like a nice hammer. Tons of rejection. Weird. You actually closed above where you opened yesterday. That's amazing. That's 2000. Maybe you get a bounce, man. 144. Fill the gap. So, NASDAQ Composite. Look at this, man. The channel you were in. Yesterday, you closed kind of like a gravestone doji of some sort of inverted hammer after back testing it. But then today, you came in and tested this area. Look, you opened here. You opened at like 82.20. And then you sold off all day. 79.26. And then you had this resounding rally and closed at 83.44. Where above critical horizontal line support resistance. Right? Above it. And actually, look left. Another peak. Pretty powerful. And what else did you close within? You closed within the channel, the upsloping channel again. Gorgeous. Very close to that 200-day moving average. Of the four indices, it is closest to its 200. Beautiful. No one's crapping on you, dude. Well, I am crapping on your coin that you haven't talked about any other altcoin today. It's only been that one. So oh man, freaking contacts. So a good day, a pretty freaking good day. But man, oil. You want to see what happened to oil? It was really the individual equities that bounced so hard. You know, oil just see, you know, yesterday oil had run up to like where you are now. You know, you're at like 34.60 now. Okay, well, intraday yesterday you ran up to like $35 before selling off more at the end, at the close. But then, you know, today had a real nice rally to where you are. And so you're just sitting here. I mean, whatever. There's no technical reason for a long, unless you were talking about just maybe scalping down here, but it didn't even quite technically hit that bottom. The good news is it is above that $32 2009 low. Maybe you can stay above that, and then you might be able to run up and test 38.97. Yep, that would be the next resistance. I don't know. You're at one right now. That 2016 minor low. That's not much of a resistance, but that's exactly where you are. I think it's just over. It's just a huge sell-off. It's definitely probably gonna go lower in time, but maybe after you reset the oscillator some. Destroyed. Qs looks the best. I love the Qs, man. It wasn't, so if you notice on the QQQ, it was less affected. It on the selling, it outperformed. It didn't sell off as much as the SPX, of course. And today it had a nicer rally. Yeah, I like the Qs. That's mine. That's the one I mean, that was the one I favored for a dragon out of all of them. Yeah, be sure to join the Discord if you're not a part of it, because that's how you get notified when I go live, because YouTube will not notify you. If they do, if it does, you're lucky. But join that. I just posted it. You can. Oh yeah, man, for sure. I think that was the whole point. I mean, frackers are going to get obliterated unless there's government intervention. Right? How do like private entities, or publicly traded entities for that matter, how do they compete against governments of, like, you know, other countries like Saudi Arabia and Russia? It's really hard to compete, man. So aren't there like primaries going on? Maybe more like states are going to report. Sorry, man, my focus is just not here like it normally is, because of me being up for so long today and like being so honed in on another market, right? Just like all day. Spencer, the government will have to get in debt like another $1 trillion. That's how we'll pay for it. Just, you know, put future generations, or sell off, you know, future generations' wealth. That's how. That's like how we always do it, man. I don't know. I'd rather Cosmic Elf getting my oil from a fracker than, you know, someone in the Middle East, dude. Just saying. Or Russia. Thanks. First poll is closing in about an hour. Matthew, thanks for the updates. Haven't really been following that much, dude, you know. You remember when I used to talk about XRP? It's a company, yeah, but like, just because it's a company, private wins, doesn't mean like owning XRP is investing in them. You're also leaving out that stuff too. You see, you're saying things I used to say, but then you're not saying other things I used to say about it too, that I still say. And in the end, the price action is king. And the price action is XRP underperforms even the worst S coins with the lowest liquidity. It underperforms everything. And when everything tanks, it does just as well, if not outperforms on selling. So, just saying, man, don't cherry pick. Government bailout of oil industry would be corporate socialism. Yeah, well, we've done it with other industries, right? So, we're going for a hat trick, man. Well, so it's just like an economic thing where it's like, oh, I'm the president, and well, I have to think in 4-year cycles. Well, I can't get really anything done unless I spend $1 trillion. Okay, I'll just whatever. But then every president's like that. No president's gonna be like, this is insane. We got to stop this. No one's gonna do that because you can't get stuff done without spending money for the most part. No one wants to deal with that. Adoption is king. Well, guess what, Vox? No one's going to adopt that crap, okay? But you can enjoy, hey, you want to watch me and then insult me? Well, you can not be able to chat in here anymore. How's that, buddy? Good Lord. See, this is what I'm talking about. The emotional investment these viewers have for an asset that has done nothing in 2+ years in terms of growth on a chart. In terms of making money, it's done nothing. So people are defending it. Okay, well, then invest in the IPO when it happens, if it ever happens, dude. Do that. Dude, Zach, no one called you an XRP moonboy. All I did was laugh and say, that's funny. Haha, good. Just joking around. And then other people take it personal. My good Lord. It's like when I did auto-tune, people like cursing me out, insulting me. Like what? Because I did it like one time ever. And it's like, huh? I don't know, man. Lots of pent-up aggression. I guess if I was like emotionally invested in XRP, I would be frustrated too. I get that, I guess. So using my empathy there. Tron 88, a bunch of crap. Yeah, it's all a bunch of crap, man. They're just S coins, man. They just do things, right? They just it's losing all its value. That's fine though, right? They'll get double bottomed right around the time Bitcoin started taking off and ran up, and this was like that was an official trade setup, dude. Sorry, don't worry about that. It's trading view bug. I mean, dude, Tron, traders market, dude. Okay, potential double bottom, divergence. Okay, whoop. 2 targets and it's lost all its value. It's already back to the entry. You get it, man? It's back to its entry. So just because I talk some crap about XRP or say what it is, these are also crap too. These are also just speculative assets. I'm not singling out XRP, but the viewers single out XRP as something extremely special, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, nah. Okay, dude. Well, prove it to me with price action, with appreciation and value. Show me it's a real investment instead of a utility token that XRP and banks just use and they dump it when they're done utilizing the service. Okay. Yeah, Tron. I mean, look, Neo. I mean, they all do things, right? They run up. It almost hit target, then dumped. Just time ran out because of Bitcoin. Now it's right, hitting a 78% retrace. Lost 78% of its value from that rally we had. Trader market. No, it wasn't just Tron, Steve to the O. It was like almost all the cryptos that did that, man. Pablo, I don't know. People, all I hear is that, XRP insiders just dump. They suppress the price. They keep dumping it to fund their IPO. I don't know, though. It's speculative, I guess. And then been out of that for I don't know, 2.5 weeks, man. Where you been? Yeah, Lou. I mean, that's again, I don't know. Like, it's what it seems to me. Because if it was like, if you invested in XRP and it was truly like you invest in the company and they make money and all this, I mean, you'd think there'd be higher lows, higher highs, higher highs, higher lows, right, over and over and over. But there's not. It's like not like that at all. Okay, got it, Tacit. That's it. Yeah, that's the thing about these altcoins. You got to remember, maybe we can go back to like 88 or something. I think that was the Bitcoin pairs, though. Let me see if I can find it. So we can just talk about it for a moment. See, these don't even have the data, man. Maybe. Yeah, here we go. So it's like even like back here in the day, right? Yeah. So leading up to the Great FOMO, it was like nothing, but then the rally, and then look how much it sold off, like it was a 78% retrace, right? That rally and that dump, and then it went to Great FOMO all-time highs. So yeah, these things are gonna retrace, but maybe they can get to value areas down there. Inverted Super Saiyan here? How does that even work? I don't know if that's actually real. Yeah, Link probably double topping. I don't know though, man. Like, yeah, it's close. It's like, how is it pivoting right now? That's what I want to know. How in the world is it doing this? It's not dumping yet. You think, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, dude, look at this. I mean, one high, one peak, a valley, discernible valley. Another peak, a second peak. On the second peak of the same price, much lower levels of positive Momo, much lower levels of relative strength. I mean, that is like perfect double top. Short selling double top stuff, right? But it's like it pivoted yesterday. And I think the only way Link might dump is if Bitcoin dumps, right? But so the question is it like an ascending triangle now or something? Because, yeah, double top measured move puts you down at like $2. Like, you lose half your value from here. So it's kind of like it should double top, but it's sold off, but it made a higher low. So it's kind of confusing. It should continue to sell off to eventually test 311, and if it breaks that neckline, then it goes down. But this is one of the most bullish cryptos out there. So, like, I'm talking about technical price action. Right? Two minutes until there's an hour until the daily closes. Yep. Been live for 57 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, that like button, that bell, that sub. Yeah, dude. Potcoin, man. Sorry, just reading some chat, man. I'm telling you, it's just harder to focus. You've been up all freaking day. I did a 3-hour plus live stream this morning, so just bear with me, man. This is my second one of the day. Oh my God, dude.
Hey guys, this is my new set.
Oh my God, dude.
In the mix.
We have Putin memes in the general chat. You serious?
How'd you like that?
Okay.
Actually, that's a preview of Lolita Holloway.
So yeah, it could be a double top on Link for sure. That divergence is nasty, but man, it's such a bullish trend right now.
So do I.
Well, I don't think you should be modest about it. You got a great.
No 20x, but I did buy.
Plus, I think I had some very nice producers and writers that helped me.
I showed the trade setup.
About Norman Harris.
Right, and Tyson.
And you cut all of this at Sigma Sound anyway, didn't you?
So we got 1 hour now till the daily close, and I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it another hour, dude. Okay.
I can tell you this, when you start the
It's
West,
tough enough,
we'll
dude.
be in Chicago, we can hear you here. Even
Oh, yeah.
without the onions.
Local needs. Oh my god.
Backup girl. Her name is Miss Madeline Strickland.
But again, yesterday I couldn't even make it an hour. It was just like
You're lucky to need.
it was like me waiting till now to go live.
Thrilled about the whole thing. Of course, this was one of
No, I don't think so, man. Let me change that. Oh my god, man. Still too much talk about certain things. Here's Bitcoin in log scale. I'm loving the log scale look. It's gorgeous, actually. With what's happening. Sorry, too many actuallys. The downtrend you were in, you broke out January 25th, and we finally now, for the first time, back tested that channel trend line. It was once a supply line, potentially as a demand line now. You see it? Yes, yesterday. Not only that, from your previous low to your highest point, right on the dot like to Jesus, man, the 618 at 77.80, 77.79. You've held that for now. So, it's very interesting. Like, how do you go lower in log scale? You know, without falling back into the channel and getting to 7,400, you'd have to stay out. It could take a while. So you're not oversold yet on the daily, but you're freaking close. And yeah, you could be setting up for some bullish divergence on the daily where we make a lower low with lower levels of negative momentum. So, I mean, you think that between 7,400 and 7,700 is that sweet spot for the entry for the potential huge inverse head and shoulders on the weekly. We'll really want to see how that weekly closes. Will it be a hammer of some sort? So not bad, man. Log scale is pretty. So back to the futures chart, you know, S&P top left, Dow Jones top right. You know, it started out selling and it sold off a little more, and it's just trying to climb a little bit. Almost just looks like impulse up, downsloping consolidation. It's 5-minute chart. I don't try to attempt to do technical analysis on this because it's stupid. 5-minute chart. I mean, there's no patterns here. It's just whatever. We're just covering the price action of it. It's down and it's going up. Kangs. Oil futures in the bottom left doing a bunch of nothing, and then the VIX is kind of doing a bunch of nothing too for now. Excellent. What happened to Hex? I don't know. I don't care about Hex. Never have. Never will. Gold to 1900, it might be a while. I don't know. I mean, I think eventually, yeah, but like kind of the technicals on gold right now are a little blah, like exhaustion, a little bit of buyer exhaustion going on. I'll just show you here, whatever. Right, where you had a high on price, you clear sell-off, you rally, attempted rally, and you're making higher highs with lower levels of positive momentum, lower levels of relative strength. So impending price action versus the downside. You had a bearish engulfing candle yesterday. So we'll see, man. Bullish trend though, right? Bearish stuff and bullish trends might underperform. The thing is, you're still above 1640. You stay above 1640, you could be king, because that is the only like support resistance area. Really, historically, once you break 1640 on gold, history here, you run up to 1791. So I get it. There's maybe a little bit of buyer exhaustion going on. All right, but history tells us straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down every time. So here we are, above that support again, and we've held it. We are above it. So that's kind of the threshold to think about. 1640. Can we hold above that and stay above it? If we can, we're going to 1791. If not, we could see the bottom of the channel again. So that's what those are the things to look out for on gold. All right. Do I think if more people died of corona that the market will tank more? I mean, like, isn't it implied? Like, who in their right mind thinks that more people aren't gonna die from corona? I think everyone knows it's a non-event that more people are gonna die from corona. But the thing that is unknown are like valuations, P/E, price to earnings. Like, that's gonna be affected by supply chain shock, and we don't know that, but we will find out in the coming months. So that is why a rally seems rational soon for the stock market that just lost 20% of its value in 3 weeks. That doesn't happen often. All right. So you get a rally for a month or two or a few weeks. More economic data comes out after that rally, after filling a gap or two, after hitting common retrace fib node levels on the way up. And then we dump again. And then so we're going to get, I think, a major rally attempt. And where it ends, man, that could be like, okay, the trend has reversed truly. Even though I do think a ton of technical damage has been done. You have not broken the 2009 uptrend on the S&P 500 yet. You haven't. You'd have to break below like 2550 for that. So even if you rally up and you sell off again in a month or two to lower lows, you'd still probably be inside that trend. I'm just talking about S&P 500 on the. When we look on the daily or weekly, it doesn't really matter. Let's just do weekly. Look at this, man. You see it? Like how you're still so far away from it and you go so much lower, but maybe you rally first and then dump. There's that invite link. Sweet. Brad, I have no idea if that's real. That's funny, dude. Do I think if more people drink Corona, the market will dive more for diffractal? I don't think they're correlated, for the record. But there was a poll done that like 38% of Americans won't drink Corona now because of coronavirus. I don't know. It's really weird. Yeah, constantly, like every day, new events getting canceled, new people getting infected. You know, VIPs, you know, people that are just, you know, in the public sphere are getting closer to getting infected. So, I mean, you're just wondering, when is the next, when is, like, you know, a public figure gonna get infected with Corona? I'm interested to see when that's gonna happen, because it's a matter of when, not if now, I think. Yeah, actual corona is the vaccine, man. Sure, dude. Sure. Drama alert. Mitray TA coin. Someone does someone want to post the Mitray TA coin chart in chat, in the general chat of the Discord, man? Anyone at all? Yeah, I think there's something about Harvard. If you like, they're on spring break, and it's like they're saying to not return after spring break. The Pope is infected. Is he, man? Trump is not infected. Yeah, Trump today said it was bullcrap. That's not real. He said he's completely fine. Now, I don't know, 14-day incubation period, right, on average? So... okay, well... alright, that's about all I can take today of what's going on. Oh my god. So thank you so much for the likes, the love, support, the contributions. We've looked at all the markets. We'll see how they see how we open tomorrow on the stock market. The future's continuing to slide a little bit. Not by much, you know. We'll see. Again, it's like anything can happen at this point with volatility being so high. You gap down, you run up, you gap up, you dump, right? Everything's screwed. So, what happened? Okay. So I'll just be back. Thanks for the likes, love, support, the contribution. And yeah. Y'all get some rest, relax. Life's too important to be obsessed with just one thing. Until next time, respect the TA.
My name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Adios, turd nuggets.